Set Gunna free, a major development in a huge racketeering case. The Atlanta-born rapper Gunna, whose given name is Sergio Kitchens, made a deal with prosecutors and walked out of the Fulton County Jail late this afternoon.
YSL is a music label and a game, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Kitchens. Yes, ma'am. And see, that was the last time Virgil was in court. Now let's go ahead and fast forward to today's current events, you feel me? Gunna drops a new diss song called Bread and Butter. And that's a very, very disrespectful song at that. Man, I wonder if Yes Ma'am is gonna be the name of your album, Gunna. Now this song, Bread and Butter, Gunna, man, he taking shots at pretty much anybody that distanced theyself since his release, right? And you can literally hear the bitterness in Gunna's bars, man. Especially the disrespectful shots at Lil Baby. But when I'm listening to the first verse and I'm hearing all that anger and bitterness, man, I'm instantly thinking of just how disgusting, man, that these new age finger pointers is, man. And see, I knew the streets was over with when these new age weasels was able to make snitching a debate. Shit, man, I ain't surprised if they got a street version of First Take or Undisputed or some shit coming out. And while Gunna was busy trying to change that narrative on his second verse like he been doing since he came home, the nigga did a whole lot of dry snitching while coming at Baby on that first verse. Man, matter of fact, R.I.P. to Lil Marlo, man. And Gunna, you was 100% wrong. 100% dry snitching on that verse. On top of crossing the line, speaking on that man. And you did all that why? Because Lil Baby unfollowed you, bruh? Come on, man, make that shit make sense, man. Regardless, man, listen, regardless of being a street nigga or a civilian, I got a question, right? Since when do a grown-ass man act that disrespectful and that bitter, bruh? All because another grown-ass man chooses to distance theyself from you. Listen, man, I'm sorry. No respect right here, but that's some straight up female shit. Straight up. And newsflash, Gunna, you can't expect love and respect that's deserved for the honorable if you lack honor. And oh yeah, another quick flash of news for you. Yes, ma'am, was your statement. You acknowledge the main charge Young Thug is fighting against and saying is completely false. You respectfully said it was true. Ain't no I got tricked. You was asked the question and you answered it. Flat out, bro. That's how snitching works, period. Ain't up for debate, man. You was so damn thirsty for a perk and that big booty Judy. You said, forget waiting at the crib, baby. Meet me at the gate. Shit, I'm willing to bet you swallowed 2 perk 15s before you even got out the parking lot. Straight up. And that's what you traded your honor for, man? Make that make sense, man. Listen, on the real, it ain't no doubt in my mind, man, when you say you and Thug was like brothers. But at the end of the day, so was Cain and Abel too. So just know all that betrayal hit different from someone he consider a brother. And just know he seen that video of you in a hurry to get gone with that big booty, yellow bone, light skin, ass cheeks dancing like Chris Brown's at his concert, straight up. Now since your release, man, I'm willing to bet every morning when you brushing your teeth, Gunna, man, you looking in that mirror, you probably telling yourself, I was tricked, I stood tall. Nah, bruh, the reality is, you was only locked up in the first place to do exactly what they needed you to do, which was fold like a goddamn bad poker hand. You literally one of the main ingredients in the recipe to railroad Thug, man. And see, the sad thing is, a good heart don't get nothing but played with. And Young Thug gave you his heart, and you gave a statement. And all Lil Baby did was unfollowed you, bruh, distance himself. The prosecutor tarnished you, but the prosecutor receives the utmost respect along with the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. Meanwhile, you giving Lil Baby the utmost disrespect. On top of that, the type of disrespect you gonna have to stand on for real. My opinion, Gunna, listen, man. You going about this all wrong, brother. All that tough telling talk, that shit ain't work for 6ix9ine. So why you think it's gonna work for you, man? You talking about dropping bags on heads, you gonna put hands on people, just talking gangster. But I guess that Gunna that was in court, going through withdrawal, shaking like drugstore dice, humble as ever, I guess he gone now, huh? Shit, that ain't no surprise anyway. Listen, man, ain't no way you spent all that bread on that lawyer and you ain't know exactly what was going on. Matter of fact, the only thing you ain't know was that the camera was rolling. And the crazy thing is, you probably would have noticed it if you wasn't so busy trying to acknowledge YSL was a gang. Meanwhile, Young Thug fighting against that narrative you yes ma'am into. And if they prove YSL's a gang, man, Young Thug is cooked, man. Straight up, man. Listen, man. Stop looking for validation from honorable people. Ain't no honorable mentions when it come to you, Gunna. And like the name of my channel, you said what you said, man. Straight up. This Bezo, man. And I'm disgusted and had to drop this content. You know, I really wasn't trying to be all respectful with this because you out of line, man. R.I.P. to Lil Marlo, man. That was somebody I was rooting for, man. I wanted to see come up, man. He was an underdog for real. And you out of line for speaking on him, man. On top of just being disrespectful and back to acting gangster. Listen, man, this Bezo, man. I said what I said. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Peace.